Okay, good morning, everyone. So we can start our revision from chapter 1. Okay, chemical reactions. Okay. Chemical reactions and equations. First, we can recall the points, then we can discuss the MCQ questions. Okay. So, children, what's the difference between physical change and chemical change? And Mary, yeah, Ashik, you can tell me.
A physical change is a temporary change in which no new substances are formed.
Yeah.
A chemical change is a permanent change in which one or more new substances are formed.
Okay. Then what are the observations that helps us to determine whether a chemical reaction has taken place? And Mary, can you tell me? Yes.
Change in state, color, temperature, and release of a gas.
Change in color, change in state, change in temperature, then formation of precipitate, then yeah, evolution of gas.
Evolution of a gas.
Okay, fine. So these are the observation that helps us to determine whether a chemical reaction has taken place. Then what are the observation that you can see when magnesium ribbon burns in air, Adidev? Audio issues are there, right? Okay.
A white dazzling flame is seen.
White dazzling flame produced, then what will be the product?
Magnesium oxide.
Magnesium oxide. That's available in the form.
White.
Yeah, white ash will be obtained, right? Okay. Then how can we balance this chemical reaction? Or how can we identify balanced chemical reactions? Aditya?
Yes, ma'am.
How can we balance this chemical reactions?
The number of electrons must be same for
Number of electrons or number of atoms?
atoms.
Yeah, number of atoms should be equal on both sides, right?
Equal.
Okay. Then what about physical state? How can we represent the solid state in a chemical equation, Meghna?
Using the letter S.
Yes. Rose, what about aqueous solution?
AQ.
AQ. Hey, Steve, what about liquid? How can we represent liquid state?
L.
L. Okay. Then what about gaseous state, Adil?
G.
G. Then what is this combination reaction, Pia? All of you switch on your videos. Pia, can you tell me what is combination reaction? Yeah.
A reaction in which the single product is formed from two or more products.
Two or more reactants is known as combination reaction. Okay. Vishnu Priya, can you tell me one example for this combination reaction?
2H2 plus O2 is 2H2.
Okay, 2H2 plus O2 giving 2H2O. Then what is this quicklime? John Samuel, what is this quicklime? Yes, quicklime. Lolita, can you tell me what is quicklime?
Ma'am, it's substance used for whitewashing walls.
Yeah, what's the chemical formula?
Quicklime, CaO.
CaO or calcium oxide. Then what about slaked lime, Haya? Slaked lime.
Calcium hydroxide.
Calcium hydroxide. Then Emil, what is this endothermic reaction? Emil, can you hear me? Amina?
Yes, ma'am.
What is endothermic reaction? Heat energy absorbed or released?
Absorb.
Yeah, reaction in which heat energy is absorbed. Then what is this decomposition reaction, Bhadra? Decomposition.
That A single reactant breaks down into two or more products.
Okay, that is decomposition reaction. Then which are the different types of decomposition reaction? Nisia, can you tell me? Okay, you are traveling. Okay, fine. Afsana, can you tell me which are the different types of decomposition reaction? Afsana. Melvin, can you tell me which are the three types of decomposition reaction?
Yes, ma'am.
Which are the three types of decomposition reaction?
Endothermic reaction.
Decomposition using heat, light. Which are they?
Thermal decomposition.
Electrical decomposition reaction.
Yeah, one more. Photolytic decomposition, that is photolysis. Okay, in thermal decomposition, heat energy is used. Then electrical decomposition, electrical energy is used. And photolytic decomposition, light energy is used. Okay, then we can, yeah, Melvin?
Is revision.
Yeah. Then what about exothermic reaction? Exothermic reaction,
Heat is released.
heat is released, heat energy is
The
released.
reaction in which heat is released.
Yes. Now we can discuss certain MCQ questions. Then based on each question, we can discuss the portions. Okay. So I will show the screen. Then what about the questions? Did you copy that?
Which questions are?
I will show the screen about objective type questions. How can you copy that? Did you write it using in this time itself? Yes or no, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then I will send that to your class group. Okay. Now all of you look at the questions. First question,
Ma'am, should we write now?
if you can, then you can write. Okay, we need to discuss more questions. That's why I told you. So if you are writing now, write it fast. That's it. Clear? So
You
the
will
first,
send in the WhatsApp.
yeah,
You will send in the WhatsApp.
yes, sure. Okay, first question. Which one of the following process involve chemical reaction? Okay, which one of the following process involves chemical reactions? Options are storing of oxygen gas under pressure in a gas cylinder, then liquefaction of air, keeping petrol in a china dish in the open, heating copper wire in the presence of air at high temperature. So you look at the options. And you can tell me, Badra, can you tell me which one is the correct answer? Which one of the following process involved chemical reactions? We know that there are certain observations that helps us to determine whether a chemical reaction has taken place or not, right? Change in color, change in state, evolution of gas, change in temperature, then formation of precipitate. Then you can tell me, among these four options, which one is the correct answer? Badra?
Heating copper wire in the presence of air at a high temperature.
Very good. Heating copper wire in the presence of air at high temperature, because here change in temperature occurs, right? Change in temperature occurs. So a new product will be formed. So this is the
Then
correct
what is
answer.
liquefaction?
Which one? Liquefaction of air, right? We are converting this gaseous form to liquid. Okay, by applying pressure.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear? Yes. Then second question. The number of atoms of each element is conserved in any chemical reaction. Is the statement true or false? Options are option A, true. Wait. Option B, false. Then C, can't say. D, partially true or false. What's the correct answer?
True.
Yeah, it's true, right? That's why we are balancing chemical equations, right? Balancing chemical equation. According to law of conservation of mass, mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction, isn't it? So
Yes, ma'am.
total mass of the reactants will be equal to total mass of the product. That means each atom should be equal on both sides in a equation. If it is not equal, we will balance that equation. That is known as balanced chemical equations. Okay. And the third question, complete the missing variables given as X and Y in the following reaction. Okay. PbNO2 twice, that is in aqueous state. Then 2Ki, that is in aqueous state. And here the product is PbI2. You have to mention the physical state of PbI2 and KNO3. So question 2. Rifa, can you tell me? Rifa,
Yes, ma'am.
which one is the correct answer? What about the physical state of this PbI2 and KNO3? First you look which type of chemical reaction is this. Lead nitrate and potassium iodide react together to form lead iodide and potassium nitrate. Yes.
Double displacement reaction.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
It's
double displacement.
Very good. Double displacement reaction. So Rifa, you can tell me what about the physical state? In double displacement reaction, there will be a precipitate, right? There will be a precipitate that's in solid state.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So among these two products, which one has solid state?
Ma'am,
Lead nitrate.
Which one?
Lead iodide.
Lead iodide or potassium nitrate? Yellow colored precipitate is obtained. Then you can tell me.
Potassium nitrate.
That is lead iodide. Okay. Always this yellow color shown by lead. So this one is in aqueous state. And here it is in, this one is in solid state and KNO3 that is in aqueous state. PbI2 remains as a precipitate and the potassium nitrate that will remain in the solution itself. So the correct option is option D. Okay. X for solid state
Sir,
and
you write down this.
yes, if you can write it fast, you can write it. Otherwise, I will share this in your WhatsApp group. Only the questions, okay? So you can just note down the answers.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then Aditya, can you read the fourth question?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you read the fourth question?
Identify X and Y in the following reaction.
Yeah.
Copper plus X hydrogen
Nitric acid, HNO3.
gives CuNO3 twice plus YNO2 plus H2H2.
Yeah. Here the question is to balance this chemical equation. Okay. So Cu plus HNO3 gives CuNO3 twice plus NO2 plus 2H2O. So all of you try to balance this equation. Then you can tell me the correct answer. Identify X and Y in the following reaction.
And 4 and 2.
Yes, 4 and 2. Okay. All of you please check this. If it is correct or not. Prajo, that's right. Okay. All of you just work out this.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you get the same answer? 4 and 2. So the correct option is A, 4 and 2. When the hydrogen is 4, now it is balanced. Look at the right side. Here it is 2H2. So 2 into 2, 4. So in the left side and right side, the number of hydrogen atom is same. And look at the number of oxygen. When here it is 2, in the left hand side, the number of oxygen atom is 12, right? Here 3 into 2, 6, then 2 into 2, 4. So 6 plus 4, 10. Then here 2 oxygen atom. So total 12 atoms of oxygen. Now it's balanced. Okay. So there will be questions from balanced chemical equations. So you should practice more balanced questions to do it fast. Okay. You know that there are different MCQ questions, but time is required for each question. So try to practice more questions based on balanced chemical equation. Then Rizwan, can you read the 5th question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
The following reaction is an example of CaO, S, H2O, L,
Gives
gives CaOH twice
Yeah.
AQ.
CaO plus H2O gives CaOH twice. Here the reaction is calcium oxide react with water to form calcium hydroxide. And here the options are 1 displacement reaction, 2 combination reaction, 3 decomposition reaction, 4 exothermic reactions. And you have, yeah, tell me.
Is it decomposition?
In the case of decomposition reaction, what's its definition? A single reactant breaks down to products, right? Here there are
Combination.
Yeah, it's combination reaction, right? 2 more reactants combined together to form 1 product. So it's combination reaction. Only combination reaction?
Exothermic reaction.
Yes, very good. Exothermic reaction. When this calcium oxide is dissolved in water, high amount of heat will be evolved. Okay, heat energy will be released. So it's an example for combination reaction and exothermic reaction. So the correct option is C. 2 and 4. 2 and 4. Okay. Then we can skip the 6th question because it's from the coming part. We have only revised till photolysis, right? This one comes in the water of crystallization. It's in the 2nd chapter, right? That's from 2nd chapter, water of crystallization. So you just read the question and you can try to answer. Ferrous sulfate crystals lose water when heated. How many molecules of water are lost? So you think about the chemical formula of ferrous sulfate. That's from the 2nd chapter. Do you remember? Yeah.
4.
MSCSO4.
FeSO4. Then along with that, there are certain water molecules.
2.
Just look at the 2nd chapter, last portion. Water of crystallization.
And it is there in the 1st chapter.
There in the 1st chapter? Word. Okay. Yes. In decomposition reaction, right? Yes. So how many water molecules are there? You can tell me.
7.
Yes, 7. So the correct option is B, 7. So you have to read between the lines. Okay, all the lines should be read from the textbook because it's MCQ questions are there. So do not skip any sentence. From each sentence, there will be a chance for a MCQ question. Clear? So ferrous sulfate crystals lose water when heated. How many molecules of water are lost? That is 7. Next question. Heating of limestone produces. Option A, slacked lime. Option B, quicklime. Option C, lime water. Option D, caustic soda. Heating of limestone. What's the chemical formula of limestone? Limestone.
CaCO3.
Very good. CaCO3. Okay. So on heating, it
CO3.
will be decomposed. Yes. It will be decomposed. And what are the products obtained? Flaked lime, quicklime, lime water, caustic soda. Yeah, very good. Quicklime, that is
Quicklime.
CaO plus CO2. This is the reaction. So option B is the correct answer. Heating of limestone produces calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. That comes under decomposition reaction, right? Which type of decomposition?
Thermal decomposition.
Thermal decomposition. Yes, because heat energy is used. So have you completed this one, children?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you? Okay. Then we are moving to next one. Okay. Then we can, this is clear for you, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, all of you? Okay. And Mary, can you read the 8th question?
Carbon dioxide gas burns with a pop sound when a burning candle is brought near it.
Yes. What are the options?
Option A, true. Option B, false. Option C, can't say. Option D, partially true.
Yeah. Carbon dioxide gas burns with a pop sound when a burning candle is brought near it. It's false.
Hydrogen only.
Yeah, it's hydrogen. Very good. It's false. The correct answer is when hydrogen gas burns with a pop sound when a burning candle is brought near it. Then 9th question. John Samuel, can you read?
The formation of quicklime and carbon dioxide from calcium carbonate is an example of option A, photochemical decomposition reaction. Option B, thermal decomposition reaction. Option C, oxidation reaction. Option D, displacement reaction.
Okay. The formation of quicklime and carbon dioxide from calcium carbonate is an example of which type of reaction? We already discussed. Which is the correct answer?
Thermal decomposition.
Yeah, it's option B, thermal decomposition. On heating calcium carbonate or limestone, it will be decomposed to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay. So the correct option is option B, that is thermal decomposition. Then Amina, can you read the 10th question?
Electrolysis of water is a decomposition reaction.
Yes.
The mole ratio of hydrogen and oxygen gases liberated during electrolysis of water is A 1:1, B 2:1, C 4:1, D 1:2.
Yeah. Here the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen. We know that on passing electrical energy to water, it will be decomposed to hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen will be evolved at cathode. Then, hydrogen will be evolved at anode. Then oxygen will be at cathode, right? So you can tell me what will be the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen produced?
2:1.
Very good.
2:1.
2:1 because it is H2O, right? 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So it will be 2:1. Okay. Adidev, can you read the 11th question?
The following can be decomposed by the action of sunlight.
Yeah. Which of the following can be decomposed by the action of sunlight? Which type of reaction is this? Photolytic decomposition or photolysis, right? So can you tell me which of the following can be decomposed by the action of sunlight? KBr, AGBr, MgO, NaCl.
AGBR.
Which one?
AGPR.
Yeah, it's AGBr. The same example is given in your textbook, right? Along with AgCl, AGBr also given.
AGBR.
Yes, AGBr is the correct answer. Option B, AGBr. Okay. Then Savio, can you read the 12th question? Savio. Savio, are you there? No. Johan? All of you switch on your videos. Johan? Savio, audio issues are there, right? Okay, Johan, can you read 12th question? Not here. Nirubama?
What will happen when silver chloride is placed in sunlight for some time?
Yeah. What will happen when silver chloride is placed in sunlight for some time? Options are white silver chloride changes into gray colored compound. B, decomposition take place. Option C, both A and B takes place. Option D, nothing will happen.
No, option A.
Both A and B.
Option A.
Option A.
Changes into gray colored.
Then what about this type of reaction?
Ma'am, decomposition reaction.
Yeah, it's
Option
decomposition
A and
reaction,
B.
right? Yeah, option A and B. That means option C,
A
right?
and B.
Yeah, both A and B takes place. Okay, white silver chloride changes into gray colored compound, then decomposition take place. So while you reading the question, you have to completely read the options. Otherwise, you will be mistaken. Okay, if you mark that bubble, then you can't change that, isn't it? So you have to read the whole options, then you select the correct answer. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then, yes. Then 13th question. Nas Parveen, can you read 13th question? Are you there, Nas Parveen?
Lead nitrate produces brown X gas.
Identify X from the following, right?
A.
Okay, net issues are there. It's okay. I will read. The heating of
Oxide.
Yeah, I will read the remaining. The heating of lead nitrate produces brown fumes of X gas. Identify X from the following. Which type of reaction is this? Only one reactant is there, lead nitrate. So which type of reaction?
Decomposition.
Nitrogen oxide, dioxide.
Which one?
Nitrogen dioxide.
Which type of reaction is this?
Decomposition.
Yeah, decomposition reaction, right?
Decomposition.
Thermal decomposition. So brown
Decomposition.
fumes of X gas will be produced. What is this X? Option lead oxide, oxygen, nitrogen dioxide, dinitrogen oxide.
Nitrogen dioxide.
Yeah, nitrogen dioxide, NO2. That is in brown fumes. Okay, brown fumes. Then Adil, can you read the 14th question? Adil,
The carbonate of metal lead is a the carbonate of metal lead is a white solid. It decomposes when heated to form carbon dioxide and Al solid. Solid oxide X. What is X?
the carbonate of metal lead is a white solid. Okay, it decomposes when heated to form carbon dioxide and a yellow solid oxide. X. What is X? Options are zinc oxide, silver oxide, lead oxide, magnesium oxide. Which is the correct answer? I told you about this yellow color.
Oxide.
Which
Lead
one?
oxide.
Yeah, lead oxide. Lead. Because always this lead shows yellow color. Okay. If there is yellow precipitate is formed, that's due to the presence of lead. Clear, children? Here the carbonate of metal lead, that means lead carbonate. It's a white solid. It decomposes when heated to form carbon dioxide and a yellow solid oxide. That means the chemical reactions like this. PbNO3 twice. On decomposition, it will be converted to PbO plus carbon dioxide. Sorry, lead carbonate, right? PbO plus CO2. So you have to note this. If there is yellow color, that is due to lead. Okay, lead. Then Rose, can you read the 15th question?
Which of the following is exothermic reaction? A. Dissolution of sodium hydroxide in water. Option B. Evaporation of water. Option C. Sublimation of silver chloride. Option D. Dissolution of salt in water.
Okay. Option A, dissolution of sodium hydroxide in water. Okay, we are dissolving some base in water. Then option B, evaporation of water. Option C, sublimation of silver chloride. Option D, dissolution of salt in water. Which one of the following is an exothermic reaction? Exothermic reaction means heat energy is released. So you can tell me, Prajot, can you tell me which one is the correct answer? Which one? Not clear?
Ma'am, C only.
C, it's a automatic process
Ma'am, I am
or
having network
yeah.
problem.
A.
Option A. Okay. In the case of option A, when the sodium hydroxide is dissolved in water, heat energy will be produced. Similar to that of the reaction of acid in water. Okay. We are dissolving or we are diluting acid with water, high amount of energy will be produced. Similarly, when a base is reacting with water, high amount of energy is produced. In the case of second one, evaporation of water, it is using heat energy. That means heat energy is absorbed. Then option C, sublimation also, heat energy is absorbed and solid is converted to vapor state. Then dissolution of salt in water, no heat change occurs. Okay, no heat is absorbed or no heat is released. So the correct option is option A, dissolution of sodium hydroxide in water. Okay. Then Ashik, can you read the 16th question?
Yes, ma'am. Identify the endothermic process from the following. H2O gives H2O.
Hmm.
CaO plus H2O gives CaOH twice.
Hmm.
Combustion of methane,
Methane.
conc HCl to water. CO.
Concentrated. CONC, that is concentrated. Okay, for dilute, we will write DIL, that is dilute. Then CONC, that is concentrated. So here identify the endothermic process from the following. Endothermic process means heat energy is absorbed. First one, H2O in liquid state is converted to H2O in gaseous state. Second one, calcium oxide plus H2O will give calcium hydroxide. Then combustion of methane. Then addition of concentrated HCl to water. Which one is the correct answer?
First one.
First
Addition.
one, right? Addition of concentrated HCl to water, exothermic, right? Heat energy will, yeah. Option A is the correct answer. On boiling,
Heating
heat energy is
liquid to
absorbed.
gas.
Yes,
Heating liquid into gas.
yes, yes. H2O will be converted to gaseous state. On boiling, this liquid is converted to vapor state. So their heat energy is absorbed. In the second case, it's an example for exothermic, and combustion of methane also produces heat energy. It's also exothermic. So the correct answer is option A. H2O, that is in liquid state, is converted to H2O in gaseous state. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then the remaining questions are from the remaining portion, okay, from displacement reaction onwards. So we can discuss the remaining questions during the revision of that portion, okay. So I'm moving to the next type of questions, that is assertion type questions, assertion reasoning questions. This is clear, children? About question number 8 to 16. Any doubt, anyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So we will start with assertion, reasoning, MCQ. Okay, assertion, reasoning, MCQ. For question numbers, two statements are given. One labeled assertion and the other labeled reason. Assertion A, then reason R. Select the correct answers to these questions from the codes A, B, C, and D. Okay, for each questions you have to select A, B, C, and D. In the case of A, both A and R are true. Is this visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. That is option A. Then option B, both A and R are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. Then option C, A is true, but R is false. Option D, A is false, but R is true. So these are the common options. You have to select A, B, C, or D for each question. Clear, children? This is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So we are moving to question number 47. So Hadi Amin, can you read the question?
Question number
47.
the following chemical equation.
The following chemical equation.
Two
Yes. 2C6H6 plus 7 by 2.
2 O2 gives 4CO2 plus 3H2O. Is balanced chemical equation.
Say balanced chemical equation. Then I will show the remaining. Just wait. Okay, then read the remaining.
Reason in a balanced chemical equation, the total number of atoms of each element is equal on both sides of the equation.
Okay, the question is here. Assertion, the following chemical equation. 2C6H6 plus 7 by 2 O2 gives 4 CO2 plus 3 H2O. It's a balanced chemical equation. Then reason, in a balanced chemical equation, the total number of atoms of each element is equal on both sides of the equation. So you can tell me which one is the correct option. Yes. Is it a balanced chemical equation?
No, ma'am.
No. Then what about the reason? In a balanced chemical equation, the total number of atoms of each element is equal on both sides of the equation. Is it correct or not?
Ma'am, D is the answer.
Yeah, option D. Both A and just wait. Yes. What is option D? A is false, but R is true. Yes. A is false, but R is true. Here in the reason is correct, but the statement or assertion is false, right? So A is false, but R is true. Then we are moving to 48, question number 48. Here the reaction is CaCO3 on thermal decomposition gives CaO plus CO2. Okay, CaO plus CO2. And the reason here, photochemical decomposition occurs in the presence of sunlight. Photochemical decomposition occurs in the presence of sunlight.
A is true and R is false.
A is true and R is false.
Ma'am, option
That
D.
means option
Ma'am, option B.
And option C.
Option B, C, or D? Tell me.
C. A is true but R is false.
Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct expansion of A.
Correct answer is option B. Okay, both the statements are right, but this R is not the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Here the correct answer is B. Just wait. Here correct option is B. Here it is D. Then question number 49. Adidev, can you read?
Association to blend reaction vigorously with water, releasing a large amount of heat. Reason the above chemical reaction is exothermic reaction.
Quicklime reacts vigorously with water, releasing a large amount of heat. Reason the above chemical reaction is an exothermic reaction. What will be the correct answer? Yes. Option A, B, C, or D? Yes. Melvin? A. What about others?
A.
A. Okay, very good. A itself. Okay, correct answer is A. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Okay. Then question number 50. 50. And Mary, can you read question number 50?
Photosynthesis is considered as an endothermic reaction. Reason energy gets released in the process of photosynthesis.
Yes. So you can tell me. Photosynthesis is considered as an endothermic reaction. As it belongs to exothermic or endothermic?
Endothermic.
Endothermic, right? Heat energy is absorbed. Okay, then look at the reason. Energy gets released in the process of photosynthesis.
Carbon dioxide gets released.
Which one is the correct answer?
D,
Yes. Is it D?
E, C.
C. Okay, A is true, but R is false. Okay, option C. Option C. Option C. Then the remaining questions are from the remaining part of this chapter. So we can discuss it later. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This is clear about assertion.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Then the remaining questions we can discuss tomorrow. So you, for tomorrow also the same portions for your revision. So we can practice more questions based on this portion. Okay. Then I will send, yeah. Yes, Ashik?
Ma'am, we should study till decomposition.
Yes, yes. That means including photolytic decomposition. Same portion. So we can revise more questions tomorrow. Then in the next week, we can move to next portion. Okay. So I will send you the questions in your WhatsApp group.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then you can write it down. I think the correct options are noted. If you have any doubt in any question, you can ask me. Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
For today's class, you had revised well. So for tomorrow and the coming portions also, I will expect the same. Okay. Okay, children? Yes. So let me take your attendance. Just wait. Okay, children. Then thank you, everyone. See you in the next class. Bye. Have a nice day. Thank you, children. Thank you.